Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, I'm Panda Beauty, and in today's video I am doing this look right here. This is a quick makeup look that I usually do when I'm going out for brunching, lunching, work, grocery shopping, anything during the daytime. Obviously I change it according to my feelings and my emotions and how much time I have. But this is basically what I do when I don't have a lot of time and I want to look put together and awake. So this is what I do. If you like what you see, then keep on watching and I'll explain all the products I've used, how I've used it, all that good stuff. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus and I'm just going to spray this all over my face. I tend not to have too many layers on my face. So during the daytime, I don't tend to have too many layers because I like to look like I'm not wearing too much makeup. So that's what I do. I'm just gonna let it dry and pat it into my skin. This is a very good quick way of priming without layering too much products. The next product I'm gonna go in is my MAC Strobe Cream. And I like to put this underneath my makeup because it just makes your skin look very luminous. I like to do that quickly. Next thing I'm going to take is my Bobbi Brown concealer. This is in Deep Peach. This will help color correct my skin. Looks like this. And I'm just going to use my fingers because the warmth of my finger will melt the product into my skin. And I'm only adding it where I need it, which is usually under my eyes because tiredness or lack of sleep, really. Key to a good makeup is good skin, so make sure that you prep your skin before you go in. Put all your moisturizers and serums and things because that will really help your makeup look flawless, and that is the key for a good finish of your makeup. Now I'm going to take my Revolution highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter and I don't put this all over my face. I just add it underneath here on the highest points of my face. This one's almost finished. I've got my other one as well, but I'm gonna use this because I like the color of this one. And all I'm going to do is spread that. So really concentrating on the highest points, and I'm just spreading the rest and just dispensing it evenly. Next I'm going to do is take my foundation. This is NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in color Cinnamon. That's my color. I'm taking a little bit on the back of my hand and I'll just spread it on my skin. First I'm spreading it before I go in with my makeup sponge. Don't forget your neck or your jawline, or your jaw basically, all the way up here because you don't want different colors. Now I'm taking my Wet Beauty sponge and I'm just going to spread the product all over my face, avoiding the eye area. Like I said, I don't want too much of layers on my face, so I'm avoiding the underneath of the eye so I can go afterwards with my concealer. The next thing I'm going to go is take my Bobbi Brown concealer. This is a wand concealer, very close to my skin color but slightly lighter, just to give me a nice highlight. Now you don't have to go up on the top of your eyelid. You can use eyeshadow primer instead of your concealer. I like to even out my skin with this, so that's why I'm using it. So I'm just gonna go very little around my eyes. And this is a really good concealer because it's not super heavy, it's just very lightweight. So my Tarte one is very, very heavy. This one's not so bad, so I like to use this for daytime use. And I'm bringing the concealer down where my foundation has stopped, so around my cheek area, and make sure that I blend two of them nicely together so there's no harsh line or any sort of like unevenness. And I'm just gonna press this between my forehead and my chin, just whatever products is left on there. Now I'm gonna go in my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This one's a universal color, and just take a fluffy brush, take this powder on there and just set my eyes. You can use your beauty sponge or makeup sponge to do that, or you can use a brush. I'm using a small one because it's precise, it's quick, and it just distributes everything nicely. And I'm making sure that I go all over where my concealer is. If you've got oily skin, you can do this all over your face before you go into your blush and contour or bronzing. Next thing I'm going to take is my bronzer. This is by Clarins, one of my favorites. I'm not going to contour my face during the daytime usually because it just looks too much. So bronzer will do that job, and it will also give me a little bit of warmth and a little bit of color to look like I'm awake and ready to go do things in the world. Make some changes, you know? just a little bit. I don't want to go overboard, and just shaping my face with the bronzer too. If you hear some snoring, that's my dog. He's sleeping on my bed. So he likes to snore sometimes. And I'm just gonna drag it to my jawline just to, again, shape my face. I'm gonna go in my blush palette. This is by Estee Lauder. Looks like this. I'm gonna take this dark brownish red. I like to go darker sort of blush during the daytime. It just looks more natural because my skin is darker. If your skin's lighter, you can go for a lighter tone, but I like to match it close to my skin color. Keep things simple. I'm gonna go and use the highlighter. Again, I'm going to keep it very close to my skin. This one here is perfect. It's still warm and close enough to my skin color. I'm just putting this on the high points of my face, blending it out nicely with my blush. You can use your finger to highlight your brow bone just to have that nice, again, your kind of wake effect. I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose here, not too much. I don't want to highlight too much of my nose, and just a little bit on your cupid's bow. Alright, I'm going to move on to my eyes, and for my eyes I'm going to keep it very, very simple. I'm going to go in my Colourpop Brown Sugar palette. It looks like this, and I'm going to take this brown right here. It's called Jamuka. And this is going all over my eyelid. Again, this color is very close to my skin color, so this is the reason why I'm using this. And because this color is so close to my skin color, it just looks very, very nicer and just gives me a nice depth, but still looks natural. If you're lighter than me, you can choose a color that's closer to your skin. If you're darker than me, same thing. You can choose a color closer to your skin. And I'm taking this color all the way where my highlighter stops. Because it's so close to your skin color, it doesn't make any difference if you take it quite high. Just make sure that you blend it out nicely. Now I'm going to go in this color right here. This is called Henna. And I'm going to take this pencil brush here and just take a little bit on that. And basically put a liner on my eye with this one. And I'm just focusing on the outer corner of my eye and then blending it towards inside. Same color, I'm just going to go on my lower lashes, again on the outer corner, and just spread that color. The reason why I like to do this because it opens up my eyes and makes me again look like I am ready to do things when I'm sleeping inside. And now this step is not necessary for everyone. If you're comfortable doing this, you can do it. I'm just going to curl my lashes. Again, curling my lashes will make sure that my eyes are open. I'm going to use my L'Oreal. Take a spoolie and brush my brows and kind of like fluff them out because I'm trying to make them look as natural and as bushy as possible. And I'm going to take my Hourglass pencil here. This is eyebrow pencil called Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. I'm just going to fill in the spaces where I see. Just very micro sort of movement, and you just fill in your brows. Almost like that. And same thing on here. I had to do my own brows because I'm too scared to go out and see people because I'm a germaphobe and probably I'm lazy. But I had to do my own brows. And I think I did an okay job. They look better now. They look like a forest before. This pencil is so good for a quick sort of fill and snatch. Now I'm going to take another Hourglass product. This is a microfiber gel, brow gel thing. I'm just gonna, by the way, all the products I'm using, I'll put the details down below. And this will just make sure that everything's in place and also just gives you that bushy feel again, which I love for daytime and nighttime. I'm loving bushy brows. Not a forest brows, bushy brows. Like a nice garden, not a forest. I'm going to go and do my fake lashes. Obviously you don't have to do this step. I like to do this because it just makes my eyes more bigger, makes them look more bigger and open. For lips, I'm going to keep them very simple. I'm going to go in with my Clarins lip liner here in Paparika. It's like an orangey sort of brown. You can have a pop of color if you want. I'm gonna keep them in the middle, not super poppy and still pretty obvious. I feel like one of my lashes are just playing up, but just gonna ignore it. And what I'm doing is now spreading that. And for my lipstick, I'm gonna go in my NYX lingerie collection. This one is called Ruffle Trim. One of my favorites for a very sort of subtle look. And for the last step, which I always do this day or night, is take my MAC Fix Plus. You can have any spray that you have for your setting spray. And I'm gonna just do this. You can let it dry. I tend to press my beauty sponge onto my face so that my makeup sits nicely and doesn't have any patchiness or droplets or anything like that. If you have a fan, which I do use it sometimes, but mostly I like to just press it. And that is it. This is the video. I hate that lash. It's just sitting so weirdly. But what can you do? It doesn't look bad, just annoying me. This is the look. This is what I usually do when I'm going out for brunch. Obviously I change it up, but this is very, very common makeup look that I do. If I'm going to work, this is what I will wear. If I'm going out for shopping or brunch or grocery shopping, I don't know, whatever you do during the daytime, this is what I will do. I do sometimes do quite intense makeup depending on how much time I have, how creative I'm feeling, how motivated I'm feeling to go out, so I'll put an effort. But this is what I do when I am not in the mood to get ready and put too much of my time. And this would take me about 15 to 20 minutes if I wasn't talking and I wasn't listening to music, and it takes like 30 minutes. But if I was not talking and doing anything and I knew exactly what I need to do and get out the door, this will take me 15 to 20 minutes. Depending on the lashes, if I feel like lashes, I'll put them on. It'll take me another 5 minutes. It has the glow, it looks put together, it looks like you are ready to go places. Pretty much that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful, entertaining at least, or maybe learned some tips and tricks every single time. Anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share this video with someone who would also find it helpful. Maybe they will learn some tips and tricks. And follow me on my Instagram. I put more crazy stuff, more intense sort of glam looks on there, and some other bits and bobs depending on the day. But yeah, if you have Instagram, follow me on there. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, until next time, hope you guys have a beautiful day. Be happy and positive. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hi. Hi. Are you ready? No, Ruba. Ruba, no. Ruby. Hi. You know how big you are. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, baby.